I've never watched a decoy voice video before, but here we are. Yeah, here we are. This was recommended to me, and it's called They Just Got Raided, so I'm pretty excited. This was a recommendation from a Rumble user, so I know where this is heading, and I'm very excited. I love videos like this.
LA literally looks like a scene out of The Patriot, and that's exactly what I voted for. As Fox News shows us, massive ICE raids have begun in the sanctuary city of Los Angeles, even carrying American flags as hundreds of Border Patrol agents arrive to clear MacArthur Park, with Julio Rosas posting they even brought back the armored cop cavalry. Now, LA Mayor Karen Bass posted this video of the raid, captioning it with, "Minutes before, 20 kids were playing, then the military comes through. The second I heard about it, I went to the park to tell them to end it." And on brand, the local Karen did arrive, as Bill Mallusion shows her getting on the phone surrounded by the press.
What is she saying?
Later reporting, the Border Patrol chief that she spoke to stated, "I don't work for Karen Bass. Get used to us, as this will be normal very soon. We go anywhere, anytime."
I mean, it is a federal agency. They have the right to go wherever they want. A mayor can't just call them and say, "Hey, can you leave? There was kids playing there." Oh, I'm sorry. There was a drug bust, and they were trying to kidnap people and ruin the area. Well, there was kids playing there. You can't be there. That's not how it works. You just can't tell them just to not be there.
We want in Los Angeles. This type of energy is exactly what I voted for, as I once lived near MacArthur Park, and I knew it as a place that looked pretty in pictures and TV, but was basically a lawless, homeless encampment in real life.
I mean,
so
it
when
did
the
look
city
like a
is
homeless
literally
encampment.
burning down, Mayor Bass is too busy partying in Africa.
Sort of
but
an
when the
embarrassment.
feds come in to enforce the law, our local Karen is mere minutes away to accomplish nothing but a couple sound bites for the press.
Okay.
She came, talked to them, and accomplished nothing. Perfect. And she's just on the phone and saying, "Okay,"
Karen Bass? Oh my God.
and then leaves.
Thank you.
Mayor Bass, any comments?
She comes, says nothing, and leaves. It's perfect. It's just what you want.
My comment is they need to leave, and they need to leave right now. They need to leave because this is unacceptable.
Who did you speak
Just
with?
wait and see.
Mayor Bass,
They will be leaving soon.
And interestingly,
I don't think
when she
they'll leave.
posted her outrage on social media, she's just seeing more popular responses calling for her resignation, replying that she's crying that the kids aren't
The
playing,
reply
but didn't seem to
under
care
her has more upvotes than her own post. It's embarrassing.
that they were playing alongside criminals, with several people posting about how bad the area is on the daily,
It looks
with
like a meth ad. Hold on a second. What is
with
this?
several
Oh, I'm sorry. There's homeless tents. What is that? Is that a crackhead over there? He has a hood and a mask. Probably a drug dealer. I see some meth needles on the ground. Ooh, this is really where you want to live. You want to live here. This is a real nice place. It's basically. Who wants to live in a grassy field of Armageddon? That's what it looks like. It sounds great.
people posting about how bad the area is on the daily, with Traffic News LA showing us MacArthur Park is no place for
Oh, they're
kids
just
to play.
dipping their feet
As
in
just
the
a
water?
few months ago, even the Los Angeles
Oh,
Times
that
had the
guy's
mayor
throwing crap in the
acknowledging
water. I
how
wonder
bad
what
it
that
is,
is. Very
reporting on the
sanitary.
gang shootings, substance use, syringes, and homelessness, highlighting how the park vendors are a staple of the immigrant community, selling stolen property,
Stolen guns.
substances,
Oh,
and
okay.
even firearms. You'd think a city that just had to lay off several police employees would gladly accept federal assistance in cleaning up the areas that the kids play at. But no. She can only show up when it comes to protecting the status quo of lawlessness that she's created. It's just interesting how places like Reddit will parrot those talking points. where basically this lady wrote a poem about how the parks in LA are seemingly empty now, as the ICE raids have made certain people afraid to come out.
And I wonder if anyone else who looks like me noticed. I wonder when they will and what they will do when they notice that there are no birthday parties in the park anymore.
Where the top replies echo the absence of barbecues and picnics at the parks. How this person provides party services. The fires hurt their business, but the raids are even worse. Even going as far to say, this is purposely destroying California's economy, conveniently ignoring the state's economy was already running a $12 billion deficit. So maybe these ICE raids aren't destroying your economy, as I somehow doubt the tax dollars from bouncy castles and food stands offset the $16 billion estimated for just Medicaid spending alone. No, those social media posts pointing at empty spots at the park are no different than when Mayor Karen shows up to scold the cops while facing the cameras. But the most interesting aspect about all of this is these ICE raids have only increased. And there are local residents that are protesting this.
But this is some breaking news out of Los Angeles as a federal immigration enforcement operation is currently underway. You see a large crowd right there. LA Mayor Karen Bass is at the center of this large crowd, as Mayor Bass right there demanding that the raids stop. And you can see that it's getting a little physical right there as the crowd is kind of pushing towards this police vehicle.
But there's really not that many of them anymore.
Because they're not getting paid anymore, that's why. These are just the natural creep and weirdos that they
where Julio Rosa shows us maybe 3 of them are actually angry.
We are American citizens. This does not feel safe. I'm an American citizen.
Why does he have Luigi on? Why does he have a Luigi hat on? They're all creeps looking.
Silence. I see you. And you're press? What press are you from? Who are you from? Why are you on that side?
While weeks ago, they had basically an army of activists, incredibly well coordinated and aligned with other riots all across the country. But as we discussed a couple days ago, once the IRS stated they were going to look into who's funding the riots, alongside USAID being completely dismantled, suddenly they struggle to bring together even 100 activists. Which really makes you wonder how organic this anti-ICE movement really was, as they successfully burned and looted Los Angeles, but didn't actually accomplish anything.
We're going double down, triple down in sanctuary cities. Why? Not because
triple down.
A blue city or blue state, because we know that's where the problem is. We know they're releasing public safety threats and national security threats to the streets every day because they don't honor our detainers. We know that. We don't have that problem like in Florida, where every sheriff in the state's working with us. So where we're going to send our assets, we're going to send them where the problem is. Sanctuary cities. So I've said it before, we'll flood the zone of sanctuary cities. If they don't let us arrest a bad guy in the county jail, they're going to arrest him in the community. We're going to arrest them at a work site. And for those that say 3,000 a day is too much, I want to remind them, do the math. We'd have to arrest 7,000 every single day for the remainder of this administration just to catch once Biden released the nation.
Imagine being one of those unpaid activists in LA that idly stood by while your city was burned and looted in solidarity with Stop and ICE, only to see 100 federal agents stomp through your city on horseback, carrying the American flag like Mel Gibson in The Patriot. So I really wonder if they're just accepting defeat.
It's exactly what we all wanted and voted
officially open and accepting detainees.
I think our viewers at home should note that this is air-conditioned facility, so if any of the news claims are keeping them out in the hot, humid South Florida, that is wrong. It's probably 62 degrees here, to be honest.
Hey, Biden wanted me in here, okay? He wanted me. It didn't work out that way, but he wanted me in here, that son of a bitch.
And even CNN admits this is what Americans want.
So what you're seeing essentially here is a very clear indication that a majority of Americans, in fact, when they're asked this blunt question, which I believe gets at the underlying feelings, do in fact want to deport all immigrants who are here illegally. There's no arguing with these different numbers because they're all essentially the same across 4 different pollsters.
So either they finally learned that destroying your own city does absolutely nothing for accomplishing social justice, or like I believe, their funding finally dried up and the masses don't organically destroy their own city. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice.
Yeah, that was a wonderful video. He did a great job. Absolutely fantastic. The way he had that all concise and it was funny and I could comment on it. I think that this guy's great. This guy's great. Man. Definitely subscribe. I'll put the link in the description. But yeah, I could completely support ICE. Get them out of here. Get them. I don't care if it's a man, woman, child, wife, husband. I don't give a shit. If it's an undocumented person who's here illegally, get them out. Screw them. They're a criminal in my eyes. That's how I see it. They're not American citizens. They're criminals. Illegal means criminal. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. That's all the videos I got for today that I'm going to do in this set. So tomorrow or whenever I do reactions again, then I'll see you next time. Peace.